Hi guys, it's me again, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk. Today is all about baby. Today I want to talk about making baby through IVF. I'm not teaching you how to make baby, which I think you all know. But I'm teaching you how to make baby through IVF. Throughout my whole consultation time, and then all around me, I had a lot of people who try to make baby, and it's not easy. It's not, even though it seems like such a normal thing to do. I also understand it's not easy for a few people, or it seems like a privilege, like they can just have baby. So a lot of people would go through IVF, try to conceive of a baby. And if you all know, I have friends who had to go through that and deal with a lot of failure. So I do understand how painful it is. So if you do understand how IVF work, I don't know the detail, but I would tell you roughly from my very narrow-minded perspective how it works. Like, people will have to inject themselves, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. It vary, and then in order to produce or regulate their hormone producing or something like that, and then they will create egg or many egg. Therefore, they will extract the egg and then try to, have it work together with the sperm, and then it will create embryo. When it become an embryo, they will keep observation for a week or some weeks or something like that, and then implant it back into your womb, hoping it will land it, and then it will start growing to a baby. So IVF is usually a very long process and quite painful. Understand the needle. You literally have to inject yourself with a needle every day. It's not an easy thing to do. Okay, so throughout the time, I have many clients, or even my friends, have undergo IVF and try to conceive a baby. A lot of time, if they succeed, great. But sometimes they simply can't. They simply can't. And it seems to be such a common knowledge to me. I realize every time I talk to them, they seem puzzled. They don't understand why so. Okay, if you understand it, 2 people want to make a baby. 2 people want to make a baby. Certain things had to create. It may or may not make sense to you, but certain things had to create. That is, you would usually have a male dominant sperm that is able to I tried to come up with the right word, but I'm not good. Okay, excuse my ESL skill, but I'm just trying to create a vision for you guys. So one dominant sperm had to be able to go through everything and fight into the, to get in, penetrate. I guess that's a word I try to avoid. So it's try to penetrate the eggs, therefore become embryo. You know what I mean? So in that case, you have to have a recipient that is willing to receive such a force, willing to receive it. So sometimes a lot of people will argue with me, I'm conceived by force or by rape or things like that. Yes, dominant, and you have to have a dominant and recipient. That's all it takes. So no matter what situation it is, you guys love each other, is great. But if you don't love each other, that's very unfortunate. But dominant and recipient, therefore combine, and then you would become an embryo, right? In order to land it in the womb, mother, which I keep saying, mother as a womb, had to have mind ready for it. So this particular episode, I start to understand why it's so difficult for me to talk about this. Okay, I don't want to sidetrack. Because I don't want to go to that direction talking about how people make baby, let's talk about this some other time. But talking about IVF, understand if you have to come to the decision, you have to go through IVF. That's based on the foundation that it's already hard for you to make baby based on the normal procedures, correct? Well, I hope I'm correct, because otherwise I don't understand why you have to go through this, right? So I know it's a hard thing to do, but if you understand how normal people make baby, one had to be dominant, alpha, whatever you say, the other had to be a recipient, willing to be recipient of the alpha sense. You will have to treat your body just the same. You know what I mean? You have to be a recipient, that is, whoever you're dealing with, whoever you want to conceive, you will have to willing to receive it for your egg to become embryo. A lot of time, because people going through the IVF thing, their mind don't matter. That is, once the egg is being extracted from me, it doesn't matter what I think. I can still be pissed off with that boy, with that husband, but yet I still want his kid. You know what I mean? Honestly, it doesn't quite work that way. It doesn't quite work that way. Just because your egg is outside your body, just because it's outside your body, it doesn't mean it has nothing to do with you. How this egg will develop, how this egg will then eventually become embryo, every single moment of it, it ties into all your sense. I know it's hard to, I think one day science is able to prove it, but I can only explain it in a soul perspective, because it's like your blood. Your blood is going to contribute you, part of you, some parts of you, same thing as your egg. So imagine this, the best way I can describe this is, imagine your egg is like a miniature you, very miniature you. Since this miniature of you got no shape of you, it will contain all emotions of you. That is, no matter how far it is. You can freeze your egg, 1,000 kilometers away, or you can freeze it years ago or something like that. It doesn't matter. Your egg it's like a miniature micro you or clone you that is feeling everything you are feeling. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope that really does make sense to you guys. Because if you do understand that, you will understand. See, I produced this egg, and yet I'm so angry with my husband for 20 years, but that no matter. I just want to have a baby. I have sorrow toward my in-law. I hate them, and blah, blah, blah. And, I just cannot see myself having a kid with this kid. But yet a lot of time you guys convince yourself and telling yourself, yeah, I just want to have a baby, I just want to have a baby, but yet you are so pissed off and upset with your other half. You know what I meant, right? So understanding, in order to have the whole procedures happening, making baby, it's a bit complicated, but you do have to have that mindset. Is you, as a mother, have to become a recipient. That is, I will receive. Because I have a mindset of receiving, and I'm willing to reproduce for you. Once the egg is outside of me, I will have to know my mind, whatever I'm going through right now, right here, is very important. So that is not just from the moment the egg is out of you, from the moment you want to start producing that egg. Let's give it about 1 month of time when you start injecting yourself, try to produce that egg, okay? You already have to be very full aware of how your mindset go. Like, a lot of time I tell you guys to relax. I'm not joking. Relax. Just relax. All those things that's stressing you out. Well, I'm so old now. I'm 40 years old. I still cannot give birth. I'm trying IVF. I tried 3, 4, 5 times. Relax. Can you imagine someone so uptight like this to get pregnant? No. You almost have to, drink up a cup of coffee, listen to some nice music, go for some romantic walk or something like that in order to create Just imagine, just picture, visualize it. So when you are doing your IVF, please spend some time, the whole month of time. So this whole process, you have to start it when you start taking your first injection, okay? So relax and imagine, I don't know, Hawaiian beach or wherever you like to go, I don't care. But you really have to relax your mind. So once your mind is relaxed, then you're able to create a nice egg. And during this month of time, please find some way to love that person you want to have baby with. You could hate them, I get it, but if you really still hating them, please don't even waste your money on IVF because they are not cheap, right? So at least look at him and when you have that random thought and thinking, I could have baby with this person. You want to somehow get yourself into that mindset, okay? Bring yourself to that mindset. Yeah, okay, maybe I want to try this. So imagine that whole month when you're injecting yourself. I get it. It's painful. But try to bring back that feeling that you first have when you met that someone. Try to bring back that sense of feeling in love. Like, what is it to be in love? Guys, come on. The girls is going through so much. Try to create you a baby. So work with her. Try to make her feel like she's in love. Try to make her feel like you're first dating or things like that. Because everything is two people, right? Everything you do is going to contribute the woman to produce that egg that become recipient, like willing to receive. Once that is created, so that understand, the work doesn't happen just when you extract the egg and sperm. The work need to happen when you start having your first shot. Get it? Or even before that. Me personally, I like to recommend 6 months. Before you want to do that, at least work your emotion, because we all know when people get married, there are a lot of shit need to work on. So really try to work it a little bit. And then when you think, okay, we're both ready, I kind of start to, I like this guy again. Not piss off at him all the time, but I kind of like this guy again. Oh, yeah, I kind of feel that the very first time we met each other, feeling coming back again, then that might be a good time for you to go IVF. Once you go for IVF, remember, continue that. don't just stop that. When you extract your egg, that's usually a big day that you have to connect with the sperm. Understand, even though the egg is out of your body, it's still part of you. That is, no matter what you are feeling right now, that is still feeling it, right? So feel connected, feel the receiving, really feel the love is giving you. So that remote control clone you will want to take him in, but not kick him away. You know what I mean? And then really feel this is coming together. You know what I mean? One had to be recipient. I'm start twisting my tongue right now. So anyway, if you know what I meant, during this time when it's out there, it's very important, even though your egg is not in you, around you, or whatever. It's doing its own magic, but that magic ties very closely to what you feel right now. If you can work yourself, it's great, but I usually recommend it if you can work it with your other half. Come on, this is 2 people work. This is not 1 person work. If you can create that very key point of feeling love during that whole week when they're doing observation before you planting in, it's very important. So please try not to be upset. Please try not to be frustrated. Please not to be pissed off. Because everything you're sensing, you are somewhat remote controlling your egg to feel just the same. So once, let's say, you got a couple embryo happening, and then you're gonna come back into you, create that sensation. I usually tell people to meditate, imagining, a sense of home. Like a warm, cozy bed, just imagining yourself, and very important as a mother. that sense of, you know, the bed, like when you come back home from a really tired day, and then that fluffy, warm bed that you just want to jump onto it and never want to leave. You need to create that kind of sensation around you. You know, that own warm feeling, nice bed, security. My womb feel just like that. A place that anyone would just gonna jump on it, and it's so relaxed. I just don't want to go anywhere anymore. Yes, yeah, some imagination can go a long way, and this is one of the way. So anyway, so this particular episode, just to clarify the myth of many of you believing going through IVF. Most of you, really, the reason it's not working is because you are not aware you are undergoing a tremendous stress, pressure, or anything to try to create that tense feeling. It's like jumping into an iron bed and try to be comfortable. It's not happening. It's not happening. So understand, in order to make it happen, there is a lot of sensation, emotion, or all over things try to take care of. But one thing is very important is that sense of wanting or wanted to be a recipient, to be able to receive, conceive, therefore create embryo. So those work doesn't just happen when your egg being extracted. Let me say it again. Ideally speaking, I will plan this 6 months before you want to go with procedure. This 6 months is help you to evaluate what's the relationship between you and your husband, what your internal emotion is, and really clean it up. When's the best time for you to start doing your first injection is when you can start vision it. It's like, yeah, I can have a baby of this person, not because I have to have a baby because I'm old, but yeah, I can really see myself having the child of this man. That would be a great time. That would be a great time for you to have an injection to start with. During the whole time of injection, usually about 1 month long, remember, recreate that sense of falling in love, recreate that sensation. It will help you create a healthy, overall healthier egg. Then once you extract, hopefully by then you already feel receive that guy. You know, connect. That's what not just a woman need to do. Understand, two people work. This is a two people work. Please work together. Please, honestly, please work together. And, you know, try to recreate a sense of connectedness. So you start with falling in love, then start feeling connectedness, try to commit with one another, and do understand, even though your egg is not with you, it feel every single part of you, even though it's 1,000 miles away from you, or, you know, even the other side of the globe. It doesn't matter. I already say it, under the soul is not limited by space or time. So no matter how far it is, it's going to feel everything you're feeling, even though it's outside your body. So understand that, then create that. Once the embryo coming back and then planted, just imagine that soft, comfy bed. That's where you want to call home. That's where you want to belong. So those are the sensations I would suggest the mom to work on it. And honestly, not just mom, dad too. So anyway, hope this episode, I know it's kind of long, but but anyway, hope I clear it all. And I really hope great success to you guys who are trying to have baby out there. I know it's not easy for you guys to come to this decision, but then I hope what I'm sharing with you can contribute a little bit and make it a little bit easier. A little bit easier, but it's all depending on you, right? So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or YouTube, and don't forget to watch 30-second commercial to contribute to my coffee or my website ruowen.com. You can also follow me on my podcast on iTunes. So till then, next time, bye.